This is the L2C Media Network on YouTube. Now, live and direct from the Fred McLeod Sports Desk at the Tom O'Neill Studios. It's time for Steve's Sporty Balls, the Saturday night edition. Tonight, we got auto racing. We got a lot to tell you about. But once again, we just speak it. Ha Boop. Oh, this is presented by the L2C Media Network. And here he is, Mr. Good Time, Steve, the Baxman Baxley, and I am your announcer. Okay, Steve, you're on. Hi there. Welcome to the broadcast. There we go. Keep me like this. Why? I don't know, but it feels so good. Oh, folks, good news. We have reached the end of the most dullest, watched Olympics on American television, at least. That's right. You won't believe this, but at 7 a.m. tonight, 7 a.m. today, the closing ceremonies. We don't know what they're going to be all about, but of course you'll see edited version at 8 o'clock on the network of Suck. Okay, let's rock and ride on this puppy. Why? Because we got an hour to fill. And I did promise a little something. Before we go any further, I know I make it a rule not to bring politics in sports. But something happened this week that really got to me. And I say this because it is time for the Baxalog. Okay, folks, let me tell you something. I was Texas born, Texas bred, and I'll be Texan when I'm well. You know the rest. I came to Michigan in 1969, and I got my first taste of TV from a station in Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Two stations, one in Lansing, WJIM, now known as WLNS, which is my unofficial television station for this show and anything else I do. But I also was weaned on Canadian television, CKLW, which was then owned by RKO General. Yes, a Canadian station owned by an American company. Interesting. I was weaned on shows from Mr. Dress Up to the Beachcombers and Hockey Night in Canada. Yes, before there was a Don Cherry, there was Hockey Night in Canada without Don Cherry, but with Howie Meeker. And I learned a lot from watching Canadian television, including Canadian women are hot as hell. Yes, I was like many other red-blooded American male who, well, in my case, I hit puberty when I saw Sue Prestige anchoring the newscast, Newsday, and News Final. I will tell you one thing, folks. Wow, Sue Prestige surely made news and made a lot of men's hearts melt. Anyway, and of course, the other side, the women had David Compton. Same results, same linguini. Okay. Anyway, I love Canada. I would visit there frequently. I love poutine. I love their media, and I just love the people and the stores and everything about it. It was fun. But recently, Pierre Elliott Trudeau, who was the prime minister once, twice, His son, Justin, obviously didn't learn a thing from him because they had you've heard of the Freedom Convoy, the truckers there had a peaceful protest. But to Justin Trudeau, the peaceful protest was nothing more than, well, dare I say it, an insurrection. That there were um, Confederate flags being flown and swastikas being shown. He called one of his own people, who is one of his own parliamentarians, um, tied her into. Well, he was very disgraceful to this parliamentarian person of the Jewish faith. Well, he then decided to have an executive order, which means he can impound money, close businesses down. In fact, just to put it boldly and bluntly, he made it into a police state, and the police were not very enthused, shall we say. But they had a job to do, and yesterday, today, and I have a feeling tomorrow, a lot of innocent people who are peacefully protesting the mandates got a taste of Trudeau justice, and it really soured a lot of people, including yours truly. I love Canada, but I will tell you this: after what I saw tonight, after the disgraceful display under Justin Trudeau, that I mean, he turned on his own people. That's bluntly. He wouldn't even meet with the truckers. He's that much of a coward. Well, I just want to say to the truckers, uh, keep on trucking, keep on protesting. To people of Canada, we feel your pain. We send our love to you and our respects. But until somebody challenges Justin Trudeau um, as Prime Minister, I don't think I'm going to be coming to Canada for a while. Because after watching what the world watched today, Canada, you have suffered one hell of a public relations disaster. And it's not because of legal, peaceful protesting. It's because you got a prime minister who's an idiot and a schmuck and needs to be taught a lesson. He sure as hell ain't like his father. I guarantee you that. His father, although a man of, well, shall we say, different type of leadership, he did take time to talk to his Canadians. He would meet with people, talk to them, understand, and sometimes he would agree, sometimes he wouldn't. But Justin, you should be more like your father than like Fidel Castro, because you really turned off a lot of the nation and the world to ever coming to Canada again, at least with you as its leader. I mean, anyone who would worship Fidel Castro and the leader of China, oy vey, what happened? Anyway, to the people of Canada, we love you, we understand, and we feel your pain. To the truckers, keep freedom. And to Justin Trudeau, I think the voters of Canada are going to teach you a lesson. Anyway, that's what I wanted to say. I love Canada, but I'm not going to visit there for a while, not until there's somebody else in charge. Because I don't like the Canada that that Justin Trudeau created with his emergency rules or executive emergency rules. Anyway, let's get to the reason we're here. And that's sports. And here we go. Sports wise, let's go to some hoops. But of course, remember, please, the NBA is on their all star little cha cha. And I think we can safely say the fun continues. Let's get to the. Let's do this here. After a long stretch of action, the 2021-2022 NBA season took a pause for the All Star weekend. It tipped off with the Skills Challenge. 3 teams in the competition. Team Rooks had Scotty Barnes, Cade Cunningham, Josh Giddey. Team Cavs, Jared Allen, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, and Team Antetokounmpo, which included Giannis and his brothers, Thenius and Alex. In the end, it was Team Cavs who came away with the crown after Evan Mobley hit the team's second attempt from half court to ice the victory. Now, the 3-point contest followed and included 8 participants: Luke Kennard, Patty Mills, Fred VanVleet, Trey Young, Zach LaVine, Desmond Bain, CJ McCollum, and Karl Anthony Towns facing off for this year's shooting crown. Kennard, Towns, and Young ultimately made it to the final round, with the Timberwolves star emerging as winner with a score of 29 in the final round. And ending the night was a slam dunk contest which featured Cole Anthony, Juan Toscano Anderson, Obi Toppin, and Jalen Green showcasing their skills and athleticism for the top honor. And at the end of the night, it was Toppin who became the 3rd Knicks player to win the honor. Yes. Not bad. Let's see here. Did we get everything? Yeah, we did. So congratulations. And by the way, congratulations, Cade Cunningham, on being named the big rookie of the All-Star game. Yes, indeed. Okay, we have done that. The basketball game, that's on Sunday. We'll tell you who won Sunday at midnight when we reconvene. But right now, let us go to some college basketball scores. And for that, we, of course, hit the big W. That's right, the ladies, the women, with chutzpah and fun and excitement. Let's go to it. Okay, the 22nd ranked Iowa Hawkeyes defeated number 5 Indiana by a score of 96-91. That's right, 6th ranked Iowa State beat 15th ranked Oklahoma 89-67. 7th ranked Baylor beat TCU 78-59. 20th ranked BYU over Gonzaga 63-39. And 25th ranked Florida Gulf Coast beat North Florida 63-52. There you go. There's the women. Yazoo. Let's hit the guys. Let's get to the scoreboard. And here we go. Alrighty, folks. 5:12 left to play in the second half. It is Oregon over 3rd-ranked Arizona, 74-72. 7:51 left to play in the second half. It is number 13, UCLA leading Washington, 67-35. Final scores: number 1, Gonzaga, Gonzaga. I can't help this feeling. That's right. Gonzaga beat top-ranked Gonzaga beat Santa Clara by a score of 81-69. Florida defeated second-ranked Auburn 63-62. Fourth-ranked Kentucky over 25th-ranked Alabama with no banjos on their knees, 90-81. Sixth-ranked Kansas City over West Virginia, 71-58. Seventh-ranked Baylor over TCU, 72-62. Ninth-ranked Duke over Florida State, 88-70. 10th-ranked Villanova over Georgetown, 74-66. 11th-ranked Texas Tech over 20th-ranked Tejas, Texas, for those of you who love the language, Tejas. 61-55. 12th-ranked Illinois beat in a close game 19th-ranked Michigan State, 79-74. 23rd ranked Arkansas over 16th ranked Tennessee, 58-48. Iowa over 18th ranked Ohio State, 75-62. 21st ranked Murray State over UT Martin, 62-60. 22nd ranked Wyoming over Air Force by a score of 75-67. And 24th ranked UConn beat Xavier by a score of 72-61. And now we have that last bastion of basketball segment. It is, of course, the G League. G League. G League time. Ba ba ba. G League time. Alrighty. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, go. One more. And, well, guess what? They didn't play today. They play tomorrow. And tomorrow there's only one solitary game. That's G League Ignite and the Cleveland Charge. And there you go. That's it for the basketball. Wow. I told you, that was it in basketball, kids. Let's now go from the basketball to... In other words, let's go from the hardwood to the pseudo hard ice. That's right. It's time to go to the hard ice. It's time to go to the NHL. The fake hard ice. The fake synthetic hard ice. The NHL, a plethora of games. In fact, two of them are in the second intermission. It is the Anaheim Mighty Ducks over the Vancouver Canucks 6-2 after two periods. And the Seattle Kraken and the Calgary Flames tied at one apiece. The final scores, and here we go. The Colorado Avalanche beat the Buffalo Sabres 5-3. Thompson for Buffalo, 3 goals. McKinnon for Colorado, 1 goal, 1 assist. And Kadri for Colorado, 1 goal. We go on. Edmonton Oilers over the Winnipeg Jets by a score of 4-2. McDavid for Edmonton, 1 goal, 2 assists. Morrissey for Winnipeg, 1 assist. And Yamamoto for Edmonton, 1 goal. In overtime, Boston Bruins over the wickedly fun Ottawa Senators, 3-2. Pasternak for Boston, 1 goal. Stutzel for Ottawa, 1 goal. And Carlo for Boston, guess what? 1 goal. And here we go. And here we go. St. Louis Blues made mincemeat out of the Toronto Maple Leafs 6-3. Buchnevich for St. Louis, 2 goals. Nylander for Toronto, 2 goals. And Perrin for St. Louis, 2 goals. Finally, the LA Kings beat the no longer can we call them Arizona Gypsy Coyotes 5-3. Doherty for LA, 2 goals, 1 assist. Kemp for LA, 2 goals, 1 assist. And Keller for Arizona, 1 goal. Okay, that is the NHL. Now that we do that, let's do this. It is time we go colleging. That's right, the Collegians edition. That's correct. Let's go to the man. That's right. That's right. Let's get to it. Probably a loaded games plate too. Yeah, the Atlantic Hockey Division. Mercyhurst over AIC 6-3. Canisius over Sacred Heart 3-1. Ritt over Niagara 3-2. Bentley and Air Force ended in a 4-4 tie even after overtime. In the Big Ten, number 2 Michigan over number 11 Ohio State, 3-0. Number 5 Minnesota over Penn State, 6-4. Number 12 Notre Dame gave Michigan State its 12th loss in a row, 4-2. Final score in the CCHA. Top-ranked Minnesota State will remain top dog. They beat Bemidji State 5-1. 14th ranked Michigan Tech and Ferris State ended even in overtime with a 5-5 tie. Northern Michigan over Bowling Green 4-2. Lake Superior over St. Thomas 5-1. In the ECAC, it was Dartmouth over Princeton 2-0. Yale over Rensselaer 5-2. 18th ranked Cornell over 15th ranked Clarkson 6-2. Brown and Union tied 2-2, and they went to overtime, and they were still tied 2-2, so that was your final score. Harvard over number 4 ranked Quinnipiac 1-0, and Colgate over San Lawrence 4-2. On Hockey East, it was 20th ranked Connecticut over 10th ranked Massachusetts 4-2. 19th ranked Providence over 16th ranked UMass Lowell 3-2. 13th ranked Northeastern over Boston College 4-1. New Hampshire over Maine 5-2. Merrimack over Vermont in overtime 3-2. In the NCHC, it was Colorado College in overtime over Miami 3-2. 9th ranked North Dakota over 7th ranked Minnesota Duluth 3-2. Omaha over 8th ranked St. Cloud 5-1. Western Michigan, 6th ranked Western Michigan over 3rd ranked Denver 6-4. And in the non-conference action, Alaska over LIU 4-3. And that's it for men. How about the ladies? Did they have some scorage? Did they? They had some great games too. Let's go through them, shall we? I think we already did. Yeah, we did. We went through them. Yeah, we did. We went through the entire. No, we didn't. Did we? No, okay, we didn't. Okay, thank you. In the CHA, Penn State over RIT 2-0. Lindenwood over Mercyhurst 4-3. In the ECAC, it was Cornell over 10th ranked Clarkson 3-1. 6th ranked Yale over Princeton 3-0. 9th ranked Quinnipiac lost to Brown 1-0. Dartmouth over Rensselaer 3-1. Harvard over Union 3-0. And 7th ranked Harvard over Union 3-0. 8th ranked Colgate over St. Lawrence 9-1. In Hockey East, here we go. 4th ranked Northeastern over Connecticut 5-0. Providence over Boston University in overtime 2-1. Maine over New Hampshire 5-0. Merrimack over Holy Cross 3-2 in overtime. Vermont over Boston College 4-2. There's your final. Newha sorry. Franklin Pierce over LIU 4-1. St. Anselm over Sacred Heart 3-2 in overtime. Post over St. Michael's 6-0. In the WCHA was Minnesota State 5, Bemidji State nada. 5th ranked Minnesota Duluth over St. Cloud State 4-3. 2nd ranked Ohio State over 3rd ranked Wisconsin 2-1. And top Bow Wow Minnesota over San Thomas by score of 7-1. So there you go, folk. All right, let's go from that to the minor leagues. And let's go to the AHL as always. And we got somewhat of a loaded schedule from them. Let's take you on that lovely little trip and tell you first that starting the third period, 14:56 remain. The Ontario Reign lead the San Diego Gulls by a score of 3-2. At the second intermission, Stockton Heat and Bakersfield Condors are tied at 2. Final scores, we got a couple of goodies, maybe more. Tucson Roadrunners beat the Henderson Silver Knights by a score of 4-3. Belleville Cinders took to overtime to beat the Toronto Marlies 5-4. Charlotte Checkers over the Cleveland Monsters 4-2. Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins over Springfield Thunderbirds 3-2. Hershey Bears over Bridgeport Islanders 4-2. Grand Rapids Griffins over the Rockford Ice Hogs 5-2. Providence Bruins over the Hartford Wolfpack 3-1. Syracuse Crunch over the Rochester Americans 6-3. Utica Comets over the Lehigh Valley Phantoms 3-2. Chicago Wolves over the Iowa Wild 5-3. Texas Stars over San Jose Barracuda in a shootout. It was San Jose Barracuda over the Texas Stars 7-6. See how instantly? There you go. Abbotsford Canucks over the Colorado Eagles 2-1. There we go. Let us now go to the big O's in the Ontario Hockey League. Let's do it. Let's see here. Boom. Here we go. Let's rock and ride. Hamilton took care of Kingston by a score of 8-2. In a shootout, it was Flint over Windsor. Almost said Wisner. That's a street here in Jackson. Flint over Windsor. There we go. 3-2. London over Erie 3-2. Sarnia over Saginaw 6-3. Barrie over Oshawa 5-1. And the Sioux over Owen Sound 4-1. And there is the Ontario Hockey League. So now, folks, let's go to the minor league of action. That's right. We're going to do minor league action now. With our first stop being the ECHL, the ECHL. And let there be a wiry phlegm on it, shall we? Here we go. Here we go. Boom. Here we go. Go. We got a lot probably on our Saturday scoreboard, so here we go. I'm going to screw my voice up. Yes, indeed. Okay, let's okay, can I see something more apropos here? Thank you. No, we got it wrong here because that says April. Come on. Okay, do we have Grr? There we go. All right, now we got it straight. Gotta love the control room. Somebody has to. Okay, are we ready? There we go. Hi. That's not good. There, this is better. Okay, Worcester Railers over the Utah Grizzlies 6-2. Wichita Thunder over the Allen Americans 4-3. Rapid City Rush over the Norfolk Admirals 4-3. Fort Wayne Comets over the Tulsa Oilers 4-2. We had the Atlantic Gladiators over the Greenville Swamp Rabbits 5-2. We had Newfoundland Growlers over the Adirondack Thunder 3-2. Florida Everblades over the South Carolina Stingrays 4-3. Orlando Solar Bears. Try it again. Orlando Solar Bears defeated the Indy Fuel 1-0. Iowa Heartlanders over the Kalamazoo Wings 5-2. The Trois-Rivières Lions over the Maine Mariners 6-2. Wheeling Nailers over the Reading Royals by a score of 5-3. And that is it for the echo of our hearts. Yes, sirree, bub. So, there we go. A yawn. All right, let's go to the Southern Professional Hockey League and get them all all squared off and all running away like a rented mule. All right, here we go, kiddies. Let's rock and ride on this little train. Birmingham Bulls beat the Macon Mayhem 5-3. Pensacola Ice Flyers over the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs 4-3. Knoxville Ice Bears over the Fayetteville Marksmen 4-2. Quad City Storm over the Evansville Thunderbolts 5-2. And the Peoria Rivermen over the Vermilion County Bobcats 4-2. There you go. That was the spiel. Uba, Diba, Doo-doo. And finally, the Federal Prospects Hockey League should prove to be amazingly full. And then we got your headlines and a few more details in sports as well. If you're ready, I is ready. Let's go to the scoreboard. Boom, 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 boom. All right, here we go. Wowzy. We got 3 games. And they are the Binghamton defeated Delaware 9-3. Danbury over Columbus 4-2. And Carolina over Port Huron 2-1. There you go. There we go. All righty. Okay. All right, let's go to some headlines here. And wow, that was one. That is. Let's get you the NASCAR race first. Actually, it was NASCAR Xfinity race. More so than anything else, one thing that NASCAR tries to do in the interest of safety at Daytona and Talladega is prevent cars from going airborne. In a scary crash, this was the case on the final lap of the NASCAR Xfinity Series season opener. On the final lap of the Beef 300 at Daytona, Matt Snyder was turned sideways in front of the field in the lead pack, hitting the backstretch wall before his car went airborne along the wall and catch fence. The rear of Snyder's car struck the catch fence as it flipped over, shearing both the front and rear of the car away and ejecting the engine from the vehicle as an enormous crash unfolded around him. Now, despite the dramatic scene, Snyder was able to climb out of his Jordan Anderson Racing Chevrolet. He was later treated and released from Daytona's Infield Care Center, according to Fox Sports' Bob Pockrass. Snyder told reporters that his left leg is sore and he will have it checked before next week's race at Fontana. Incredible. The crash occurred just as Austin Hill made the move for lead, cutting into the inside of A.J. Allmendinger to take top spot just as the caution flag flew to freeze the field and end the race. Hill, an Xfinity Series rookie and graduate of the Camping World Truck Series, earned his first career win. Now, Snyder's accident is the latest to occur at Daytona, involving an impact to the catch fence. The most dramatic being in 2013 when the catch fence sheared the front of Kyle Larson's airborne car away, sending debris into the crowd and injuring 28 fans. Now, while NASCAR has recently made efforts to slow speeds for Cup Series cars on Super Speedway after drivers Ryan Newman and Joe Logano went airborne crashes, similar efforts had not been undertaken for the Xfinity Series to that level. Now, while Snyder's crash did not occur near the grandstands, there was a very noticeable unwitting spectator to the accident. NBA legend and 23XI Racing coordinator or co-owner Michael Jordan, who was watching the race with driver Bubba Wallace near a motorhome lot. The section of fence torn down by Snyder's car will create overnight work for Daytona's track crews. The fence will have to be repaired before tomorrow's Daytona 500. All I can say is Damn. In the NFL report, here we go. The NFL report. Eric Weddle made a surprise return to the NFL when he came out of retirement to join the LA Rams back on January 12th. At that point, LA had been hit with a number of injuries to its secondary and called upon the 37-year-old safety to help the team in what would prove to be a Super Bowl title run after he had already called it a career following the 2019 season. Not only did Weddle mount a comeback, but he also proved to be a key piece to that championship run, totaling a team-high 9 tackles in the NFC Championship and 5 in Super Bowl 56. Now, after the win over Cincinnati, Weddle, who tore his pec in the game, confirmed that he was retiring from the league and will go back to my daily life. Well, now we got some clarity as to what that normal life will consist of for the Super Bowl champion. On Saturday, Rancho Bernardo High School in San Diego announced that we'll be taking over as head coach of the school's football program at the end of the 2022 season. Weddle will join the staff this season and then take over the reins the following year. It's unclear if Weddle has any aspirations of one day coaching in the NFL, but this would be where he starts that endeavor as he makes a transition to coaching. Now, he is a former second-round pick of the then San Diego Chargers in 2007, spent 8 seasons with the team before heading to the Ravens. He joined the Rams in 2019 before his initial retirement and, of course, rejoined them this past postseason. The 6-time Pro Bowler brings over a decade of NFL experience to this latest coaching venture and was named to the NFL's 2010 All-Decade team. So these high schoolers will be learning from someone who's played at the ultimate highest of all levels. Aren't you glad? All right, let's keep this puppy going. Well, even though he is suing the NFL, the Pittsburgh Steelers have found a supremely qualified individual to fill their previously vacant roles as senior defensive assistant and linebacker coach. Brian Flores, who recently concluded a 3-year run as the Miami Dolphins head coach, will fill both positions with the Steelers, the club announced on Saturday. Flores, who earlier this month sued the NFL for racial discrimination, went 19-14 during his final 2 seasons as Dolphins coach. Prior to coaching the Dolphins, the 40-year-old coach spent 15 seasons with the Patriots. That included stints as special teams, linebackers, and safeties coach. New England won 4 Super Bowls during Flores' run with the organization. Flores will succeed Terrell Austin as Pittsburgh's senior defensive assistant. After Austin was promoted to defensive coordinator as linebacker coach, Flores will work closely with Jerry Olszewski, who has served as the Steelers' inside linebacker coach since the 2015 season. In Pittsburgh, Flores will get a chance to work with reigning Defensive Player of the Year, T.J. Watt, and All-Pro defense tackle Cameron Hayward. Flores will also be reunited with 2-time All-Pro safety Minkah Fitzpatrick, who was traded from Miami to Pittsburgh during Flores' first season as a Dolphins head coach. Now, Flores was hired by the Dolphins in 2019 after helping the Patriots hold the Rams just 3 points in Super Bowl 53. 2 years earlier, while serving as New England's linebacker coach, the Patriots defeated the Falcons in Super Bowl 51. After linebacker Dante Hightower's strip sack of Matt Ryan ignited the largest come-from-behind win in Super Bowl history. In 2008, his first season as special teams coach, Flores worked with then-rookie Matthew Slater, who this past season was selected to his 10th Pro Bowl as a special teams player. There you go. Okay. Let's get to our final edition, maybe, of the medal count. That's right. Beijing has ended officially. And do we have the where's the medal? Okay, let's do it this way. Medal tracker. Yay. So here we go, and it is Norway. That'll be the eventual winner. More gold than any other team in the Winter Olympics. 15 gold, 8 silver, 13 bronze for 36. Russia's Olympic Committee will be in second with 6, 11, and 14. Mhm. 6 gold, 11 silver, 14 bronze, 31. Medals. Germany with 12 gold, 10 silver, 5 bronze at 27. And Canada in fourth with 4 gold, 18 silver, 14 bronze with 26. And the United States places fifth with 8 gold, 9 silver, 7 bronze, and 24th. And there you go. Huzzah. And don't forget the closing ceremonies will be later this morning at 7. So you got 12 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5, 6, 6, 7. So you got about 7 hours before the closing ceremony. So you can only catch them live on Peacock and the NBC Sports app. You'll catch edited rebroadcast at 8 o'clock on NBC. What fun! There. Ah. All right. That is the headlines and the Olympic Fun Fiesta. Oh boy. Okay, let's go to the BBC. Oop. Here we go. Boom. All right, in the Premier League, it was West Ham United, Newcastle United tied at 1, Arsenal over Brentford 2-1, Watford over Aston Villa 1-0, Burnley over Brighton and Hove Albion 3-0, Chelsea defeated Crystal Palace 1-0, Liverpool over Norwich City 3-1, Southampton over Everton 2-0, and Tottenham Hotspur over Manchester City 3-2. In the Scottish Premiership, Hibernian over Ross County 2-0. Livingston and St. Mirren tied at 1. Motherwell and Aberdeen tied at 1. St. Johnstone over Heart of Midlothian 2-1. Championship soccer action: Huddersfield Town over Fulham 2-1. Bristol City over Middlesbrough 2-1. Cardiff City and Blackpool tied at 1. Coventry City over Barnsley 1-0. Derby County over Peterborough United 1-0. Luton Town over West Bromwich Albion 2-0. Reading over Preston North End by a score of 3-2. Queen's Park Rangers and Hull City tied at 1. Sheffield United over Swansea City 4-0. And Stoke City and Birmingham City tied at 2. And lettuce and legumes, here we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. And let's bing it a bang it a boom, 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 boom. Okay. Let's do the Spanish La Liga. Villarreal over Granada 4-1. Atletico Madrid over Osasuna 3-0. Cadiz and Getafe a 1-1 tie. Real Madrid over Alaves 3-0. In the German Bundesliga, Arminia Bielefeld over Union Berlin 1-0. Freiburg over Augsburg 2-1. Stuttgart and Bochum tied at 1. Hoffenheim over Wolfsburg 2-1. Köln over Eintracht Frankfurt 1-0. In Italia Serie A, Sampdoria 2, Empoli nothing. Roma and Hellas Verona tied at 2, as did Salernitana and Milan. In the Australian A-League, it was Wellington Phoenix over Sydney 1-1, MacArthur over Adelaide 4-1, Melbourne over Central Coast Mariners 1-0. In the Austrian Bundesliga, it was Admiral Wacker Molding losing to Lask 3-0. Austria Vienna over Edgar Glas Hartberg 2-0. And Gutemetic Ried 3, Tirol 2. And that is going to wrap it up for that. Now, we have nothing in the media report tonight, so we go on to say, how do you do? And we go on to our last little bit of fun, thrill, and increment. Hey, Dandelion! How you doing, Snuggles? Thought I'd stop by and say, hey, well, hey, how are you? And I'm all warm and fuzzy today. Don't know why. Maybe it's because it's cold and I got a little warm and fuzzy today. Wearing my little sweater. Oh, I tell you, it's been a wild day for me, and it's going to be a nice chill, nice warm, comfortable night. I state that for a fact. Because after all this, I'm going to hit the sack. And before I hit the sack, we got our last segment. You're here for the last segment for the night. Yay! Let's see, we did that. We did the Italy. We did Spain. In Italian basketball, Venezia over Basket Napoli, 81-76. Let's update you on a couple of hockey scores. Did you have that snowstorm that was out your way? Yes. We had 7.5 inches of snow. Let's see, in the 14th period, in the 14th minute of the third period, the Calgary Flames lead the Seattle Kraken 2-1. And in the 14th minute of the third period, the Anaheim Mighty Ducks lead the Vancouver Canucks 7-3. And in the World Olympic Games, Slovakia has defeated Sweden. And in the 14th minute of the second half, Russia and Finland are tied at 1. It wasn't too bad. It is a little cold, and some of the snow has melted. But I will tell you, it is colder than you know what. Okay, let's go to it here. A little hockey from Finland. We got Jukurit over Ilves 4-3. Kalpa over Karpat 4-0. Kuku over Asat 1-0. After penalty shots, Vasan Sport defeated the Pelicans 2-1. TPS Jakru over Hammerlina 2-1. And Tapra over Saipa 6-2. In Sweden, Ungidungi Frölunda over Skellefteå 3-0. Luleå over Rogo 4-1. Desjardins over Linkopins 3-2. In overtime, Leksand over Malmo 2-1. And after a shootout, it was Växjö over Bayerns 3-2. In cricket, Nepal won by 136 runs over the Philippines. Oman won over Canada by 9 wickets, and Ireland defeated Bahrain by 21 runs, and the United Arab Emirates defeated Germany by 24 runs. And in the World Test Series, New Zealand beat South Africa by an innings and 276 runs. There you go. Cold enough to freeze the balls off a brass monkey. Yes. Yes, and I got the brass balls. There you go. I got the big brass balls to test to that fact. What more can I tell you? I mean, today of all days, yes, my dad cold enough to freeze the balls of a brass monkey. Well, I'm not a brass monkey, but I do have the balls, and trust me, they were freezing when that storm hit us. We had a little rain, then a lot of snow, and Wow. Mm. This was this. What can I say? This was wild. And I will say this. I love the snow. Frozen sporty balls. Yes, my balls are frozen, but they're nice and warm and comfortable now. Yeah, I mean they were frozen for a couple of nights, but no wait, they were frozen after the snow. Yeah, I had frozen sporty balls, but now I got nice and fuzzy and warm ones. I was wearing last night. I wore my red flannels. I mean, it was amazingly wild. Anywho's, just doing my sportscast and watching Archer on FXX. He's not bad, I know. Oh boy. Right now, it's a very comfortable. It's very comfortable 10 degrees. That's Fahrenheit. And it's about 72 here inside the house. It's nice and warm. Ah, geez. What else is there to talk about? Yeah, I was spending this afternoon watching all the action from Ottawa, and I, as I said earlier in the show, I, I and about many other people that were watching, sort of had our eyes open to the actions of Mr. Trudeau. But what can I say? But man, oh man, my heart bleeds for Canada. Of course, I was weaned on Canadian television, so and I love Canada, and I always will. But if they would just get rid of that prime minister, I will be happy and content. Get somebody that knows what they're doing. I mean, for the police to do what they did under, I think, his emergency powers. Well, I mean, it's okay. I support protest, and I will agree with you on disagreeing with what they are protesting. I mean, I'm vaxxed. I got both shots, and so did my mom, and she got COVID. Yeah, my mom right now is in a COVID hub. Oh, that's true. Yeah, my mom's in a COVID hub in Taylor, Michigan, getting rehab for a stroke she suffered, which is why I've sort of been, in good news, I've been sort of a little occupiable there. Those protesters are whiny babies. Yeah, 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 but again, uh, I support protest, peaceful protest, not anything that's violent or any substantialisms. COVID is horrible. We need to protect. Yes, that I agree with. And like I said, my mom's vaxxed. I'm vaxxed. But let's see. Oh yeah, we got a NASCAR race tomorrow, which is pretty darn good. And we also got the All-Star basketball game coming up and a few other things. So sports will be back. I got to sneeze a little bit, but there we go. There are better things to protest. Yes. I like to protest the fact that condoms, uh, they got to get something. I like to protest the fact there are actually no Star Trek condoms. I also like to protest the fact that spring training in baseball, their games are being canceled because of a lockout. I also like to protest the fact that I have nothing better to protest. I protest no better protest. Hey, excellent. Never much other sports during the Olympics. And I protest the fact that the Olympics, well, at least the winter ones are. I mean, you gotta admit the summer Olympics are good, but the Winter Olympics, I mean, I like to see some fresh, some more, like the unusual things about the Olympics. I like to see something like, oh, I don't know, hot dog eating. I like to see general food eating contest in the Olympics. You imagine who's the guy that has the Chestnut, Joey Chestnut, getting the gold medal in hot dog eating? Oh yeah, I protest there are no naked Olympics except for the marathon of Naked and Afraid on TLC. Trying to have a little fun here. It's not easy. Hmm, hmm. There we go. That's I enjoy the winter ones better, but I don't follow either. Too much cash grabbing. Bingo. I liked it better when. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love both, but the winter and the summer games, I loved it better when when college kids were able to college athletes were involved. Now you got the NBA involved in the NHL, except for this year, the NHL decided to boycott. But I liked it better when it was collegiate kids going for the gold, not the pros. I mean, the pros, I mean, you're right on one thing. It is a little cash grabbing, not about the sports, more about how much the IOC can squeeze out of the host country. This is true. And by the way, maybe they should have, not to bring politics into this, but I think the IOC should have done a bit better in selecting where they're going to hold the Winter Olympics. I mean, uh, Beijing, maybe if some of their, let's say, some of their problems were dealt with tastefully. Yeah. But I know in some cases you can't have it all, but I wish if you're picking a country, make sure they agree to say, ease up a little bit on the people. Actual amateurs, although it seems exploitive to make money off the backs of underfunded athletes. Either way, the money situation, that's a problem. I mean, you want the amateurs, but again, exploitive. You got the pros again. You're exploiting money off the backs of either things. So many problems in sports. Yes, and most of it deals with money. You realize we're losing spring training games because two sides can't figure out just how much money to actually give. And by the way, everybody says football season is over. The spring football begins in, I do believe, June. So, oh, hey, Dandelion. Hey, that's okay. I'm just glad to talk to you. Just glad we have this nice little chance to chat or chance or nah, nah. You're still good. You're 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 still, if I may say so, you're still a hot woman. Either way, you're a hot woman. There you go. Anyway, mine's my yeah, I do actually believe in social justice. hmm I just I just believe in speaking one's mind, and I try to do a little of that. Anyway, all right, getting sleepy. Better go to bed. Have a good night. Yeah, I got to do the same thing. I got a cat just waiting to sleep with. She's on my bed right now, probably saying, Steve, when are you going to bed? When are you going to sleep? I want to sleep on your stomach. Anyway, Dandelion, you have a great night, and I will see everybody tomorrow at midnight Eastern Time. Until then, remember, everybody, be good and flaunt your balls. This has been a presentation. This has been a presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions in association with the L2C Media Network and L2C Sports. See you tomorrow night at midnight, everybody. Good night. Flaunt your balls. And of course, for you ladies out there, flaunt whatever you got. Good night. Don't freeze them. This is true. Don't freeze them, folks. Good night, everybody. We'll talk to you tomorrow.